Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. Today, we are reporting live at PRI in Indianapolis, Indiana. We came out here to meet Jason Kennedy over at Trackside Systems. For those of you that have been watching the show for a long time, Jason is one of our authors in our previously published book. And spoiler alert, Jason, we're going to be doing a book together, another book. This is going to be for a motorsports edition of Mission Matters. I'm really excited and thrilled about that. Jason, first off, hey, I just want to say I'm welcome to your show because this is your booth. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Welcome to PRI. Thanks, Unique Trail.
All right, Jason. So lots to cover here today. I just left one of your informational sessions where you had other track owners that were there that used the Trackside system. Tell us a little bit more about that and how that went.
Yeah, we had our first ever Trackside user group meeting. So there was a group of customers that have been on the system. Some of them were brand new and haven't even started using it yet. Others have been on it for a couple of years or so. And so it was a good chance for them to share experiences on what they're doing and kind of learn from each other, in addition to talking about new features we have coming out, all that kind of stuff.
So one of my goals here, and I've been talking about this with our audience for a long time, one of my goals here is that I want to open up motorsports to the rest of the world that aren't necessarily used to coming to events like this, like PRI, and maybe just haven't gotten involved with motorsports. Jason, how long have you been coming out to PRI?
This is my, I think, 6th year coming to the show. Second year actually having a booth at Full Exhibitor. So I've been around this show. I've heard about it forever. Everybody in the industry knows about it. Everybody not in the industry doesn't know it. So probably most people would never guess that there's a almost 1,400 exhibitor trade show that shuts down the city of Indianapolis every December. And there's a huge event. Everybody who's anybody in motorsports is here, and this is where deals get done.
So some of the things that we've talked about really is how you got started with Trackside and really the Trackside story. You were originally a racing enthusiast yourself before launching Trackside, right?
Yeah, so I did a lot of road course driving and still have to this day a high-performance driving school business. But the Trackside software was actually built to run that business, and now it's its own product. People asked us if they could buy our software, and we said no until we said yes. And now we're here, and that's the bigger part of what we do now, and it's really exciting to see it.
And so this year, what are you looking forward to at PRI?
Just continuing to build new connections. There's a lot of people that we've known for a long time that introduce us to new people on and out building relationships. I think we're going to cleanse CDLs here as to do customers to bit. It's always great to meet face to face. They're especially different far away, like Alaska Raceway Park. We don't get to Alaska very often to see Majority over there, but it's always nice to get to see our customers and our rides that are more up with our decided Papa's Talk.
I think I have a show later on in the schedule, right?
Yeah. She'll be an author in the upcoming book, and we'll do an interview. And
yeah, I didn't know Michelle was from Alaska. Come on now, we're moving here now. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out how to get out there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, she claims, and I agree with her, it's the most beautiful racetrack in the world. Wow. You go down her drag strip. By the way, she has a NASCAR track and a drag strip. But when you go down the drag strip, it looks like you're going right into the ice. Wow. It's incredible.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to that as well. So what does the rest of your schedule look like over at the event?
It's a full day for me and a couple of days, a lot of meetings. We're here stationed outside what's called the TOPS headquarters, which stands for track owners, promoters, or sanctioning bodies. So it's a lot of our customers and a lot of potential customers for us in different aspects of the industry have different sessions. So there's a road course roundtable where all road course tracks talk. There's a head racing session where all drag strips share tips and tricks to plan their senior times and all that kind of stuff. So we're a part of a lot of that action. And also have meetings with Prax, track, and Cursiville, all that episodes. Just a ton of like a few days.
And you also had, so you can talk about Trackside System. Maybe tell us a little bit more about the driving school you have also.
So we operate our driving school. It's called No Interest by Mouse. Now I'm going to try to do that. We teach people how to drive their cars on a road course racetrack. So we call it they drive to outer sports. And so you got a performance car, and maybe you're tired of getting tickets, or maybe you shouldn't be driving it the way you are on the street. Bring it to the track. We can teach you all the driving skills. If you think you can drive fast on the street, it'd be very humble on the track. There's a lot to learn. And they could have a ton of fun with it, but it's something anybody could do with any car. But for when they buy those performance cars, the skills now come with Albert.
You did. So for the audience out there that maybe haven't attended an event like this or been to a PRI, what would you tell them about why they should come and why they should be involved?
It's just, you can learn everything motorsports. It is an industry show, so you have to be affiliated at something with the industry that if you reach out to for your local racetrack or anybody you know in the industry, they can get you access to come here. There's everything from the tracks themselves, do a little bit of promotion here, but it's really about the suppliers of the industry. A lot of what I don't know is that our software providers like us, growth, there's timing systems, there's engine holders, and there's just everything you can think of, chassis, oils, all the products, to those tire companies, performance brake companies, shocks, suspension, all the actual parts, everything you need to actually done in that.
Let's talk a little bit about this book we're launching together. So I'm excited for it. I don't know if this book has ever been done before. So talking about racetrack owners and also racetrack enthusiasts and their stories, how they got involved with racing and like what brought them into the sport. What are your ideas for the book? Tell me a little bit more about your vision for this.
So there's a ton of books and other publications about actual racing stories. So they add like racing, but nobody there talks about what goes on. I don't know, track owners and organizers and all the behind the scenes stuff. That's what I liked about the concept we're doing. It's kind of pulling back the curtain and we get to see the eyes on and the live stack. How do they promote events? How do they decide what events to have? All those different things. So there's tons of little exhibits. We're going to all the authors that are e-booking, and it would be really.
And so as I've been researching this and you've been educating me on this industry, a lot of these are family businesses, right? Like these are families. So we have a big business owner, entrepreneur, and executive audience, and a lot of different businesses you go into. These are family businesses, many of them, right?
Yeah, they are. Almost every single racetrack is a smaller family. So we're not talking about NASCAR tracks, things like that. We're talking about a circle track or a dirt track or anything like that. All of these are typically a family endeavor that they've been around forever. There's probably one in your own backyard and you don't even know it. I mean, we've been out a lot of time as track owners and say we've been here 60 years and there's still people that are like, we had no idea you're here, but that's, miles away. So if you're interested in all in motorsports, just on Google Maps, type in racetrack, that you'll find it, they're out.
That's amazing. And one of the things that you're doing at Trackside is you're really helping these, business owners bring and digitize their businesses as well to bring them into the modern age so that they have a better user experience for their clientele as well. Maybe tell us a little bit more about that.
So what's kind of strange, motorsports has been in the world a long time. It's just fallen very behind with your technology. So my background, I spent 20 years in corporate technology and have dedicated myself to motorsports now. And when I go and I see even McDonald's, there's kiosks or the food or is there an app and all that, motorsports doesn't have any of it. And also we built Trackside to solve. So now in order to attract younger people and more people into motorsports, we do best also way that auto custom like it. That's what we're here to do. So you buy your tickets online to events, you can do all the waivers and paperwork ahead of time, but online, digitally through Trackside. And that's what we bring to the industry is that journeys for online on site. It's all the technology that a track needs so that they're operations.
And when I think about like user experience and efficiency, so maybe to juxtapose that, like let's just say prior to Trackside, maybe a lot of these tracks were either, accepting cash, maybe they still do, so that's okay, but maybe there was a long line that they had to wait in, or there was these inefficient processing that made it so it was like, what didn't make racing quite as appealing to the younger audience that are maybe, using their phones to, buy a movie ticket, right? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so probably the number one complaint going to a grassroots track was, and the way they've always get hung, is people just show up at the gate and have your cash and then you want a ticket or a wristband for entry, but that takes forever. So you have to handle cash and you've got to ask every single person at the gate, you need tickets to Lonita, registering to race. You transform that to where that's all handled ahead of time. You go online, scan your QR code ticket, and you're in. And so our biggest, most notable difference we've made in that is World Series of Drag Racing in Cordova Dragway every year, which is a great event. If you're interested in drag racing at all, or Motorsports Valley, you should miss that event. It's awesome. But that wait used to be 2.5 to 3 hours to get into that facility. They're now in their second cool year on trackside, and that wait has gone down to 15 to 20.
Hold on, I got to hear that again. You said 2 hours possibly in the past, now 15 to 20. Like, what does that do for revenue? What does that do for, like, repeat clients? What does that do for...
I mean, I was out there working the gates with the Cordova team, are amazing people, and they're under new ownership, so they've been willing to change a lot. And we've just been really, really successful with that. And when I'm out there interacting with their customers, they're just, first, they can't even believe they can pay with a credit card. So they've all been trained for so many years. A lot of the ones that have gone forever, and they just have their cash and they're going like, oh, I can pay with a card. So, you know, we've got our handheld point of sale units, wireless, and they just streamline all of that, making you so many cars through the gate so much faster. It's hard.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you're like, I can pay by credit card? Like, really? Yeah, so, and notice one thing that Jason said. I know some of the business owners out there caught it. He said when he's out there as a business owner, as a founder, how important that is to deliver and to keep the boots on the ground for your clients. Maybe talk about that dedication, because you're out there too, right?
I am, yeah, and I try to, it gets harder every year, but I try to get to every customer site every year. That's my goal. That's getting increasingly difficult, but I still get to a lot of them, and you know what? I spend most of my time in the run gate because that's how we improve our product. I want to see how it's being used, what the experience is, both for the staff of the track and then also the customer that's coming and you know, there's not one silver bullet. Trackside has to make things better. It's just 1,000 little details, and that could be said of probably most any business system. But if you don't get out in the field and get that experience, that we can't really affect your product. That's a concept in Alaska, be your own first customer. So as these end operators themselves, we're the boots on the ground. We know the market, we know the issues, that we know how to solve what we know.
Yeah, and in the session that I attended with you a little while ago, where you were getting feedback real time from the track owners so that you could improve the product, and I could see real time this feedback that was leading to things that Jason's saying, oh yeah, you know what, well, we could do that. Like, yeah, that's a simple fix. Or maybe that exists, but you didn't know it existed. Like, never ending improvement, right?
Yeah, it's never ending software business. That's all.
All right, Jason. Well, I know you got a whole lot more to do while you're here. I just want to say thank you for making time for us. To the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. This is day one of the 3 days over at PRI. Any final words on how people can connect and follow up and learn more about Trackside, or just follow your journey?
So TracksideSystems.com is our website to learn about our product and what we do. And if you want to connect with me, I'm on LinkedIn.
All right, fantastic. And to the audience, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and check us out at missionmatters.com.